Good morning. Welcome back to Indulgence with Dr. T. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far. As promised earlier this week, I said I would do a video dedicated to the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize, because I did one with the Bejewelled Eyes to Hypnotize earlier. What I shall do today is just a quick reminder of what these two palettes look like side by side. So this is the Bejeweled Eyes. This is the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize, and my now used Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize that I've just put all over my leg. There we go. Hopefully you can see both of those. All right, so the second half of the palettes are pretty similar in terms of color story, and the first half is pretty different. So more purpley, sort of more red saturated colors in this one, whereas this one, at least the neutral-ish shades are more muted, and then it goes into a blue and green sort of color story. So I will find a way to link the previous video that I did just on this one somewhere, and put it back in its box and get it out of the way so we can get started. All right. So this is the box for the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. And I'm also going to be trying a couple other things for you today. I'm going to try my Benefit. What is this? I got a mini blush of some kind at Sephora this week. Mini California Benefit blush. Did I get anything else new this week? Yeah, I did. I got. You guys know I like the Captivate color of the Rare Beauty highlighter. I went this week and I got, what shade is this? Enchant. So I can use that. That probably will go really well with this anyways. That's all I can think of that I got new this week. So in terms of foundation today, or complexion products, I'm going to use this old guy I found. About this sometime last year during maybe a sale or something. And it's the Marc Jacobs. It's kind of like a tinted moisturizer, I think. In Shameless Youthful Look 24-hour foundation. So it says broad spectrum sunscreen SPF 25. Apply 15 minutes before sun exposure and reapply at least every 2 hours. So it seems like it's more of a, sunblock type of product and not necessarily foundation you would apply every 2 hours. But I don't know that I've ever actually used it, so just curious to see either why I don't use it or maybe I should be using it as we finish out our sunny days. This is my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I actually don't know how this is meant to be applied. You're supposed to rub it on with your fingers. I would imagine, right? Because if you're putting it on every 2 hours, I don't think that they would expect that you walk around with your brush or sponge or anything. So let me go ahead and rub it on my fingers and see what happens. And it straight smells like sunscreen, so it's probably closer to like what do you call those things, like BB creams and CC creams. That's probably more what this product is than a true foundation. Okay, so we're looking very light coverage. Get a tad more. Okay. I think we've. So I think we got to medium coverage, but I don't know how I feel about this color. Off my hands and get my in-person mirrors. Get a good idea of what's happening here. Oh yeah, it's definitely very mask-like. Just try to blend some of this out here, and also get my fingerprints off my face. And I do intend to be playing with some other makeup later this afternoon, so it doesn't really matter to me all that much how my foundation looks, because it's going to be coming off in a couple hours anyway. But just to have something on. This is very interesting. I think now I realize why I don't use this thing. I probably should have taken it back. It is a very strange color and coverage. Alrighty, that's interesting. It's a very interesting like color here versus here. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So yeah, we will not be using this again. Might as well toss that. And I have other like sunscreen, BB cream type products, so I know that not all of them look like this. Let's see. I need a good concealer to help with this situation. Let's go with my Dior Forever Skin Correct. To just kind of just to help out with whatever's going on with the rest of my face. I don't usually do all of this, but I think we need some assistance elsewhere on the face. So I shall do this. And get my mirror out so I can see what I'm doing better. Well, at the very least, at least I know I have some moderate sunscreen on, if I didn't already put on sunscreen as part of my skincare routine. So, I mean, there's that, you know. I usually like to go with SPF 50, but if you had nothing else and had brought that with you somewhere, you could put that on, I guess, you know. I'm sure there are uses for that. You know, I think I want to get so this particular shade of the Dior Forever Skin Correct is really close to my skin tone. I think it pretty much is my skin tone. I think I want to get one more in a color a little bit lighter for my concealer. So this is a 6.5N, which I don't dislike this color. I really do like it. But I do want to see if I can get one that's a little bit more golden and a tad lighter for the whole brightening effect of the eyes. It does brighten them in the sense that my under eyes are darker than my normal skin, but it's not any brighter than my skin tone once I put the concealer on. Okay, I think I have redeemed some of what my face was looking like earlier. I feel a little red, but it's better than it was, I guess. All right. Are you doing any more fixing of my face? Nope, not gonna bother with it because, like I said, it's coming off later, and that's not the focus of this video anyway. All right, so I did swatch this in the previous video, but I'll go ahead and re-swatch them now in case you haven't seen that one. These are all 12 shades. Is it 12? 16? 12? 12. This trio is called the Happy Glow, the Love Glow, the Dream Glow, and the Seduce Glow. And so, just going straight across and just going straight across in this way. I'll start with the Happy Glow shades. That first shade. The second shade. And the first two shades were like metallic or satin type shades, and then the third one is a matte. And like I said before, I don't necessarily judge how something performs by how they swatch, because a lot of the times the way how something swatches is not the same how it performs, because this is not how I apply the shadows to my lid anyway, right? So of course they're going to behave differently on my skin, on my arms, than they are on my eyelid. Okay, so those are the first 6 shades in the palette. Okay, and I'll move on to the more green and blue shades in the palette, so you can see those up close. Maybe, sort of, kind of, but not really. Focus on them. Okay, there you go. So this is Dream Glow that we're going to go into, which is you can tell there's a hint of green in it. Next, a little bit more green. I guess like a taupey green, and then this one is just a regular light green. And then the Seduce Glow, Seduce Glow colors in the silver and blue. So I'll start with the silvery color, which does have a blue sort of tint to it. The light blue color. And then the matte navy blue looking color. Right. And so of these colors, there was 3 mattes, and the rest were sort of shimmery. So this one was a matte, this one was a matte. So there was no matte in this green area, I don't think. And then this color was another matte. So for my skin tone, I'm not terribly excited about the color stories, especially for the first like 6 shades. The last 6 shades I can use, and I used the blue ones earlier this week, and a little bit of the greens, and came up with a pretty nice eye look. I'll do the 2 eye looks that are suggested for these 2, but I am not terribly excited about them. Let me tell you that from now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that and drop things all over the room. So let's start with, first of all, my primer. I'll use the Urban Decay primer today. So I'm running low on my Fenty. I want to save that. I'll pat this down. I should make sure I have my stuff ready for color switching. Okay, got my Bioderma here. Got my towel. I think we're good. All right. I've got all clean brushes. Okay, I washed all of them last night. You should be proud of me. I think this is the first time ever that all of my brushes have been clean at the same time. Like this, just never happened. So yeah, I deserve a round of applause, a standing ovation even. for having washed all of my brushes and all of my makeup sponges. They are all clean. Should be proud. All right, let's see. What am I gonna do today? Let's go with whatever this is. This is my Refer 02. And I'm going to go with this color for the majority of the shade, the one in the middle. And I've decided I'm not going to necessarily, I'm going to try as much as I can to stick to where the colors are supposed to go, based on her recommendation. On the back of each palette, it tells you how to use the shades. If you are someone that's not used to wearing makeup, I want to decide if you want to follow their sort of recommendation. But I realized using the other palette and following the instructions that it doesn't exactly work for me. So I'm just going to do them the way how I would normally use them. Okay, so I use this color as the main lid shade. And then I'm going to use the matte shade for the crease. So this is my Refer number 16. So we shall get that. And so my qualms with this particular set of shades is like, I guess this is supposed to be, your transition shade or whatever, but I mean, this is not anything that I can really use as a transition shade. It's not ugly, it's just not meant for anyone my skin tone. This is probably meant for a more medium skin tone, someone who is Caucasian, maybe of Indian descent, maybe Latina or Latino, Latinx, someone who's not me. Much more light skinned black person. Not as deeply complected folk in general. And so that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna get any deeper than that, no matter how many times I layer it. So it is what it is. It just looks like an ashy eyelid or whatever. So and then the next thing I'm gonna get is the lighter color for the inner corner. Where my pencil brushes. I'll use my Wayne Goss number 5 for this color to put in the sort of inner corner area. And she also uses this color for the brow area. I don't bother doing that because I don't really do my brows anyway, and so it just looks weird when I do it. So I guess for the sake of completing the look, I will add some of these colors down to the bottom lower lash line so you can see what that looks like. I can at least say I tried, make this look decent. All right, so that's that. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that. Next, I'm gonna go with these 3 colors, and they're very similar to these colors, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off my same brushes on my color switch from Sephora. Wipe off my towel, make sure that you're actually clean, and they are. So basically same thing on this side. We'll go with the Love Glows. I'm going to go with the middle color for the majority of my lid. Alright, so that's that. I use the Refer 16 to get this color here to use for the rest of my crease, which you can see this color actually shows up, so that's good. See if I can deepen that anymore. A little bit. That's it's okay. Not great, but it's okay. And then the inner corner, I'm gonna go with the lightest color here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
And again, for the bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with this here dark matte color here. Yeah, that's for the sake of completing the sort of look. Yes, I have two different colors on. That's what you're wondering. Two different sets of colors. So this is what the first two sets of 3 shades are looking like. So first thing, this side I don't think I would ever wear, like for any particular purpose, like at all. This side, also probably not. Um, if you are probably a few skin tones lighter than I am, you might be able to make use of this side. Or if you like eyeshadow looks that don't really look like you have much on, then you might be able to use this side. I don't know if you like this side. This is not my thing. You guys know I'm a bright winter person. I usually wear bright, more statement type of looks than this anyways. So just these are just not my fancy. And then we'll get into these in a second. Did you want to say hi, Baldy Sweat, to your fans, your adoring fans?
Hi, friends. Good morning. Glad to be here with you, as you know, and to the new viewers, I am Baldy Sweat. Baldy because I'm bald, and sweaty because I'm a sweaty guy.
We're both very sweaty people, I must admit.
So, how much longer are you going to be doing this?
Maybe a half hour.
Okay, because I just noticed you're wearing my shirt, and I need you to come up out of it.
I'm not wearing your shirt. Am I wearing your shirt?
Did you get this out of the laundry room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shirt.
We both have the same shirt.
Yeah, but
I
that
don't
one's
know
mine.
This one's yours.
Because mine was specifically in the laundry room.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. So if you could go ahead and just take that off.
Right now?
Yes. Yes. So you got to do the rest of this topless.
Bro.
That's your fault.
Bro. I will have to wash it and get back to you at some other time.
No, we need that now.
Are you sure? Check the size on it.
I know it's mine.
Are you sure though? I'm pretty sure this one's mine.
Right. Sure isn't. Damn. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I know where you got it from.
It was in my laundry.
I'm not gonna put you on blast on camera. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, don't put it away in my laundry. But you were drinking my soda.
Dang.
Come here talking about I need to come out your shirt. You can't have my soda.
Where's your soda?
I don't know. I don't have.
Is it this one here? No, that's not it. Oh, your soda's in the fridge. I saw it. It's open. I'll take care of that for you. No worries.
Well, you're so kind. Okay, my eyes are mostly clean. I need to get on with it.
Are you wearing a new foundation?
I am wearing a different foundation today.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
Well,
I'll tell you.
Put me blast out here. Oh, also, that's what I came here to tell you, that you need to be sitting a little more to the left. Yeah. Good.
Okay. I'll let you know. I don't like the foundation.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay.
It's a little chocolatey, maybe a little more than milk chocolate. Also, maybe a tad red.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at that, people. I know what I'm talking about.
So yeah, so there's that. So what was I doing?
I think it's a good Halloween makeup.
Wow, thank you.
It's not you, it's the makeup.
I'll use this just so I've wiped off everything. Oh, gosh, I put that directly in my eyeball.
Brown eyes matter. Dang it, I was supposed to make a smoothie with this. I don't think that's happening anymore.
Okay. And then the primer.
Your Thirsty Thursday video, did you shoot it on this camera as well?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think I put too much just now, but that's all right. We'll get it together. Okay, so we got the primer down. A little crazy looking, but that's all right. And so let me use some different brushes now. Let me use this is my other Refer 16. It's my P05 something or other. Where is my builder?
Alrighty, folks.
Builder 3.
This has concluded my portion of the segment. I will be exiting. I'm off to play video games. At some point, I'll probably have a video game review channel. So remember me, Baldy Sweat.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So I'm gonna go and use my Builder 3 into the middle shade for the green section here. What am I doing? Here we go. Here. And use that nearly on the left here. Actually, this particular color is so light. Actually, that's not bad. Never mind. I was gonna say I'll use my finger for it, but it's coming out okay. It's because this brush is so good. I'm just picking up a lot of the product and packing it on there. All right, very good. I'll get my Refer P075 and I'll go into the darkest of the green colors, which is not all that dark at all, but you know. People are waking up. Hey, people. This was me sleeping in. I got up like 2 hours ago. I'm just trying to get this video done before my kids wake up. We stayed up late partying. We let them sleep in the same room last night, so we were up partying together all night. All right, so you can kind of tell that they're different shades of green, sort of, kind of. This one's, I think, a little bit more gold than this color. And now I use this color for the inner corner with this is a Sigma thing, I think. Sigma Pencil E30. Oh God, I'm getting a lot of fallout right now, sorry. Okay, I'll get a darker green color and put it a little bit on the bottom lash line just for the completeness sake. And just as a reminder, disclaimer, these are not makeup tutorials. This is just how you see This is how to see what these colors look like on my skin tone if you're anywhere near my skin tone and interested in purchasing such products. So yeah, there's that. I don't have anything else really to say about that eye. So uh, I think if I were not doing this for the demo, I would probably deepen it with this blue color just to get some kind of separation between the lid and the crease color. But you know, this is what it is. So yeah, we'll move on over, and I've got, oh, I can see I've got makeup on my contact. I have to take that one out and clean it later. Okay, I'm gonna just clean off these brushes. All right, and gonna use the builder. Make sure that's clean. Gonna use the builder with that lightest blue color. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger this time just to see how it applies with my finger. I mean, that's decent. I actually think it applied better with my brush on the other eye for a similar color than it did with my finger. So let's put this down so that I can do that. Oh yeah. I actually do think it applies better with the brush than with the finger. So there's that. Do with that information what you will. All right. Then taking the fluffy brush, I'm going into the navy blue color. That one. Wish I could play myself and fast forward for you. Guess that's okay. I think I need. I'm gonna get a more dense, um, a more dense brush here for a second. No, let me use this one. This is my jumbo blender, which is a little bit more dense than this one, which is much more for like diffusing color. Because I want to pack a little bit more of that on with the blue. Because I know I can get it darker. Because that's how I got it earlier this week. Yeah. Get it darker in the little socket area. Okay, and then blend out the edges. So, I mean, not terrible. I'm gonna use that same dark blue on the bottom lash line with the Sigma pencil brush. And then use the lightest of the three colors in that area for the inner corner. All right, so there's that eye. So I'm not gonna bother, making it all perfect over here or whatever. So yeah, this is what this one looks like. Um, I think these colors are at least far better than the first half of the palette, in terms of showing up on my skin tone. But I wouldn't say that this is like a palette that you absolutely have to have. Like, it's just it's just okay. Um, the first half for me is basically unusual, and then they're just not special enough for me to spend the amount that the palette costs to have this palette. Um, so I think I'm actually going to return this because I don't see myself really using it. And I love blue. I actually, I think that this blue look is decent, but I just have so many other blue shadows that show up better on my skin tone that last longer throughout the day. Let me show you some comparisons. Like, I'm not even gonna bother comparing the first half of the palette to anything because I just have so many much better neutral browns and tons of other palettes that it's not even really worth mentioning. Um, Actually, even even just to compare it against itself, like Charlotte Tilbury does Charlotte Tilbury, like these browns and this sort of neutralish color look, these all show up better on me than what's in the Starry Eyes to Hypnotise. And even these are not excellent, they're just okay. Um, but in terms of blues, let's see what else do I have that has a lot of blue. The main There's a couple things that I think of that are the go-tos for blues. Let's bring out all of these. Blue stack. What else? We'll start with these. So, for a really, impactful blue, there's this one blue that's in this Natasha Denona mini Tropic palette. I never got the whole big Tropic palette, but that's a much more impactful blue that I can use. It is a more metallic cream shade. This is a palette that I put together of my Viseart shadows, and these blues are a lot more bright, but this would probably be the closest that's right here in terms of a blue matte. But I do have from the Dark Edit, I think this is the Dark Edit palette, my other Viseart Dark Blue, or like navy blue color. And actually, these two colors I'll put here. So there's this one. And then an even better shade is this one. So, yeah, I'd much rather use this color than that color anyway. And it like just, if I just pat it on there, you can see that it performs really well, just like that. So, like, I have that. Then there was, in terms of the lighter blue and the silver color, I have other silvers that I can use, elsewhere. That light blue color, I could probably substitute for this color here in my other Viseart palette. Oh, actually, it's a duochrome, so maybe not exactly the same color. What color is this? It looks blue in the pan, and I put it on as purple. That's fancy. Where else did I put another blue? What color are you? It's a like duochrome. I think this is a duochrome line of colors. But in any case, I just the truth of the matter is I wouldn't really wear that blue anyway. I think there's a blue color in my Pat McGrath quad, right? This is a blue, definitely not the same shade of blue. It's more of a, I don't know, cyan type color. But you get my point. There's just other colors that I could use, and I don't necessarily need those particular colors. There's nothing special about it that makes me think, oh, I absolutely have to keep that palette. Is there blue on this one? Oh, there was, but not the same shade of blue. This other blue, which is again much more impactful blue and much more of the colors that I would be looking for when I'm wearing a blue eyeshadow. And there is a blue and a Pat McGrath palette that I wanted to show you guys. It's this one, the Mothership one, which is a totally different tone of blue, but like, oh, such a freaking pretty blue. I use it for a lot of things. So all I'm saying is that these colors are not the same exact blue as this one. The closest one would be the one that came out of the Viseart Dark Edits, I think it was. And that color shows up and performs so much better to me than this one, the one in the Charlotte Tilbury. And that was really the standout shade in that palette anyway. Everything else was kind of muted and didn't really do much in terms of the greens. Like this is more the greens that I would use, and these are my Busy Art greens. Where are those greens? So here, the green, and this green, and then this is a green matte, but another green nonetheless. That would be more probably useful to me than the green colors. I think these were the three. Like, yeah, I'd rather use these. And then again, this palette has some other greens in it that are, of course, not the same shades of green. Even this color here could substitute for the blue that was in the blue side. I've mixed that just now with something else. Let me put that somewhere else for you. And put it on this side. You can see it's much better than the blue that was in there. It has a greener color though. So yeah, let me start cleaning up some of this off my hands so you can see some other comparisons. The main one that I wanted to compare it to, is which I'll do next, is my Melt Blue Stack, which is obviously has more blue and has actually the Melt Blue Stack has better neutrals and better blues. And let me show you that. Oh god, this arm is cleaned up. I'll put all this away. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'll put these back on here. it's those three colors, and then I'm just gonna take these three colors over here at the end. That's the neutrals or whatever, if that's what you want to call them. Nudes for somebody that's not my skin tone. So that's those three colors. And now we're just gonna go through the melt blue stack, which like is significantly. Oh, let's see, my child has been in here digging her fingers in my makeup. Okay, so this is the blue stack from Melt. So you got these two colors to start with. Actually, I can't. Oh, quite a bit of fallout there. Try and put these near them. Well, I'm make sure my hands are clean. I need to go get a refill of my grapeseed oil. Okay, it's coming out a little bit green. Which it could actually be a little bit green. I just don't remember it. It does have a green kind of look to it. Okay, here we go. Fallout there. Super soft color. So yeah. So that it does have a hint of green in it, but so there's that color. The color right next to it is this blue. So no equivalent really for that. And it comes with a mirror, is the first stack. Then these beautiful blues here. There's that, and this is the blue matte, which again is not a navy blue, but a much more like I barely even touched myself, and you can see how wonderfully pigmented that blue is. It shows up right away. And then it goes into a neutral side, which is this color. This other show deeper color. It's more bronze color. Sorry, I have been being really aggressive with my finger in those. And then it also has these last other two brown colors. So this bronzy goldy color, and then the brown matte. Right there. So, I mean, for me, clearly the choice between the two stacks would, or the stack and the palette would be to get this stack over the Charlotte Tilbury Starry Eyes to Hypnotise palette, because it's just not enough for me. You know? All right, is that all the things to compare? I believe so. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this information. At least I don't know how much you enjoyed the palette. You are welcome to purchase it should you feel like it goes well for your skin tone. Or even if you're my skin tone and you feel like this is the kind of look that you would go for, have at it. It's just not for me. All right, so I'm gonna actually get this off, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my face today, but I need to get all of this off: the eyeshadow, the foundation, just all of it, and just start over. So I will catch you guys later. Trying to think of a positive thought for you guys for the day. I guess, you know what? Let me use this very example. There are so many times in life where we have things that we don't get to do over, but there's lots of things that we get to either do over or make amends for or what have you. So if there's anything that you want to do over, or that you wish you had a chance to do over, think about it and see what you can do about making that happen. All right, so let's make positive changes going forward. What can you do to make something that was not great before into something great now? All right, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.